Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a good time because I am, and I hope you do too. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've been really disappointed, but at the same time I really want to talk about. It's about the DC universe, in particular the cinematic universe. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, I'm actually more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. Since I was young, I knew Superman and Batman and all those guys and Wonder Woman before Iron Man or something like that. I actually knew I liked Batman more than Spider-Man. I was that kind of guy. So I know that usually no one should care about like what medium things are going, but the truth is, the movie medium is where most of the new people or the filthy casuals are usually gonna be at. So that's usually why I'm really sad that DC is not really putting the time into like Marvel is. So maybe I just want to break down some of the things that maybe DC should do or maybe change or think about really before continuing with the whole DC extended universe that they're doing. Because personally, I disagree. I think they should restart, really focus on rebuilding what Superman and Batman and every other superhero, because I think things are just mixed up, things don't go well, and they're really wasting everyone's time with the current DCEU. Because I know they can do so much better, and maybe it'll get better, but the problem is with the whole Justice League, situation, without giving Cyborg or Aquaman beforehand, it kind of like confuses everyone. Like, who are these people? Especially like if you're an international, a viewer, they're like, who are these people? So, anyways, let's talk about some few things that I want to talk about. So, the first thing is Warner Bros. So the thing about Warner Bros. Is that they keep pushing on these really strict timelines that make a lot of these movies really rushed. You could see the obvious retakes that happen right away, and it's just getting annoying. And also their own editorials and things like that, which cuts the creativity. I mean, once they said the Justice League was around 3 hours, then it's like 2 hours, so it's like an hour of character build-up you just threw out of the window. And it's like you kind of need that if you're gonna push everyone so thin. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the second thing that's probably screwing up a lot of these superhero movies from DC could also be the direction or the people. So for example, Zack Snyder, let's be honest, he doesn't really know a lot. Like, he probably knows like the gist of it. Like, he knows, oh, Batman's like the dark guy. He's like, oh, Superman's the Boy Scout. And it's like, okay, well, here you go, plug and play, and let's get on with. The problem is Zack Snyder doesn't really have the experience of putting in characters or have been in movies that have like the Superman kind of vibe. A lot of his movies are like the movie 300. They're like all battle and dark, and this is why they have Superman so dark. The problem is you shouldn't do that with Superman. With Superman, what you should be doing is showing him like he's the symbol of hope, like he's supposed to be. You should be surrounding him, with like a kid and inspiring the kid or something. Not, bashing people and stuff. That's not why people really care about Superman. The reason is because he's like the coolest person you always wanted to be. And I don't want to really be some guy with just gigantic muscles going, oh man, I'm so powerful, and then, just wreaks havoc. That's not even a superhero. So I think they're going with the wrong direction of the character development. Even Batman, like Batman, he always says, "Do not shoot, do not." Then you see in like the intro of the movie, he's like killing 50 cops or something. It's like, it's stupid. I don't know why they do that. And every character has been done wrong. They really have been done wrong, and they need to really change that and push up the human factors of each character. They really need to do that. What's next? Let's talk about. Oh, yeah. There's no continuity. So there's like, Marvel does this where they put like an interactive kind of, how do I say, like a whole universe. Like they're all put together and they're all with each other in some way somehow. And DC needs to do that. I know they said that, they want to do like standalone movies or whatever, but I think that's the wrong idea they're going with. They should seriously go back and really rehash what they're doing with DC. The reason why DC is getting really popular with this continuity thing is because people like that. People like talking about like, I remember in this Batman movie it was like this, and there's clues in this Superman that in this Batman movie is doing this. So there's a lot of Easter eggs that you can do with these kind of continuity things, and DC is really losing out on that. And I think they should really they should really stop and look at what Marvel's doing and what really is Marvel's success coming from, instead of trying to act like a hipster and like, well, if Marvel's doing this, then I'm gonna go this way. You know what I mean? So the other thing I wanted to talk about was they're not really focusing on the right ideas. Like I said before, when you talk about DC, to me, yes, they're Marvel characters are aspirational or inspirational, while DC characters are aspirational, but you could put so much effort more than that. There's like this anime that's called My Hero Academia or whatever it's called, and they do a really good Superman. Well, his name is All Might, but they do a really good Superman with him. Like the music that comes in whenever this character All Might comes in is very hopeful and happy, and he's always talking about justice and it's all that corny stuff. But that's what I love about Superman, and they missed out on something like that. And they should seriously go back to the comic books, because there's barely any real references that DC is doing to really bring out the Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, like all these characters alive. They're not really doing a lot to it, and there's so much reference that you could use, jokes, and that's what Marvel does. They just take a lot of the jokes or things that are happening. 1 second it's like Planet Hulk, another second it's like a Ragnarok. It's like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? But they do that because it works. That's something that people want to see. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe agree with what I'm saying. I'm such a huge DC fan, and I really want them to do well. So yeah, anyways, what's your guys' choice, or what's your opinion about it? How do you think DC can improve? Also, again, I'm quite new to YouTube, so I would really, really appreciate it if you can take the time and like and subscribe. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.